Okay, so I'm actually getting ready to head to the southern part of the county to go after an alligator that's not really mine. There's two other trappers that handle the south part of my county, and they're both out of town with their agents, so they asked me to cover their area. So I've got about 4 days to rescue as many of their alligators as possible. Trappers are essentially paid with the meat and the hide of the alligator. Obviously, I don't kill them, so if I can get a hold of them, they get to live out their days. If not, they're probably going to get harvested at some point. So I've got 4 days. I'm hoping to catch up with this guy and keep him alive. Okay, so I get there, the gator's on this little island, and I can see him. It's all grass in front of him, and I decide I'm just going to swim over there and see what happens. But as I go through this little cut, it's all vegetation. It's thick hydrilla, grass, all kinds of stuff. Lily pads, spatterdocs, everything. And I can't really get deep in the water because I have the head camera on and the snorkel, and I'm only in about 6 or 7 feet of water, so the deeper I go, the more stuff's getting tangled up. So I know this guy sees my head plowing through the water, and I'm thinking he's gonna jump in the water any minute. And every time I peek my head up to look at him, he's not moving. So I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. And when I get close, I look up and I realize his eye is like 2/3 closed, and that nictitating membrane is like halfway across his eyeball, and I'm thinking, that eye's compromised. I'm thinking, okay, this is great. And I also realized this is not a gator, this is a Cayman, and this is a big Cayman. I'm thinking, I'm making so much noise bulldozing through this grass and stuff. If he's blind in that eye, I'm better off getting up on land and basically belly crawling over to him because he can't see me anyway, and I'll make less noise going through the shallow water nice and slow. And as I get there, I get close, and that eye just blows wide open. And all I could think of was like, oh crap, he can see me. And I kind of froze for a second. I was like, do I dive at him and try to put the noose in front of him knowing he's gonna bolt in the water? Or do I just keep trying to go slow, which was a mistake? And he just blew up and went in the water. And the guy filmed it on from his backyard, and my reaction time is so embarrassing compared to that Cayman. Okay, so that's not an alligator. That's the biggest spectacled Cayman I've ever seen in Florida. He's over 7 feet. He might be 8. He's built like a tank, and I couldn't really see his head, so it was all grass and stuff. And I thought, you know what, just swim over there. If he jumps in the water, I'll try to noose him as he goes in, or if he goes in the bottom. I didn't know what it looked like in there. It's thick vegetation, which Cayman love. Yeah, I swam over. I tried to be as low profile as possible. It's just thick vegetation all the way out there. And I got up, I noticed his eye was compromised. And I was like, oh, he might be totally blind in that eye. So I thought, you know what, crawl up out of the water. This is right eye. Crawl up out of the water. That way, if you do get him, you'll have a better footing. But also, I'll make less noise crawling on land than I am sloshing through this thick grass and all that other stuff that's over there. So I got pretty close to him, and the head camera wasn't on. It kills me. I didn't turn it on. So I don't know if the catch pole got anything. I made a splashing noise of some kind, I'm sure. And instinctively, he just opened that eye. I still don't know if he's blind or not in it. But he blew that eye wide open, and I thought, oh crap, he can see me. And I'm thinking, okay, do I dive at him and try to noose him, or do I just keep going slow? Because I was getting to that point where I was getting ready to go after him. Yeah, he just made a break for it, and I dove, and it was like, you know, I was like in slow motion compared to that thing. Those things are so fast, it's unbelievable. But I've got 4 days probably to catch this thing. By law, you have to kill a spectacled Cayman on site. It is an invasive species. However, if you have an invasive species license and class 1-2 crocodilian, you can keep it alive. So I don't have that license, but I have friends that do. So I'm going to call them right now and get them ready to go. I'll call Bob Freer at the outpost. I'll call Jeremy at the farm. I'll call my buddy Cattail. He's done this for me before. I've caught Cayman before, and he's rushed out. I've waited there for like a half an hour, and he came out and grabbed it. So we'll do the same thing with this guy if we catch him, but he's gorgeous. And you know, the Cayman were brought here to replace baby alligators as pets. They banned the sale of baby alligators as pets, I think around the early 60s. And they just brought in Cayman to replace them. And of course, like everything else, people realize, oh, this is not really a good pet. So they got too big or too feisty, and they just turned them loose. So I know there was a breeding population in Broward County. I know there's one in Miami-Dade, or a couple in Miami-Dade probably. We used to see him in Southwest Ranches all the time, but this is a little bit further south than that. But he is just big and beautiful and thick and healthy. We're going to call him Venom, and I got 4 days to catch him to keep him alive. All right, so the guy just called me that Cayman's back. So we're going to see if we can catch up with him. Would be cool to catch him and get him out of there and be able to keep him alive is the most important thing. That's what we want. We want him back in the water. It's kind of good because then I know
he's going back. He's done.
Yeah, I see him. You know what? I'm taking one blind shot at him. Sink it down there. Got him. Sink it down there. Got him.
Yes, you did.
The good news is, if I get him good and he rolls up in this grass,
yep,
he's just going to be stuck in a bed of it. Like we're going to be. He's going to come up just wrapped in a blanket. Yeah, he went in. As soon as he went down, I figured the heck with it. I'll take a shot and just shoot in the dark. And I saw the bubbles weren't moving that much, and I dropped the hook right over him. It was right at the end of the reach of this, so ended up working out perfect. I don't know where we got him, but I think we got him pretty good right now. I'm waiting for him to make a run, but I think because he's so wrapped in that grass, he's just not going to do anything. He's just peeling this. I gotta tighten this drag up. Just gonna try to back him out. All I'm doing now is cutting the grass down there. There he goes. Now he's making a fight. I'll let him run if he wants. Let him run and get tired if he wants. There he goes. Now he's doing something.
See all the bubbles?
Yeah. Oh, he broke through. Shook a lot of that grass off. He's a lot lighter now. I can feel it. It's just him now. Oh, there's his nose.
What happened?
His nose is right there.
See it?
Yeah. So I may. He's hooked under. All right, let me put another hook in him. Just to make sure. Nose is right there. I don't know where I got him. So. He looks small all of a sudden, but that's his back, that's on the side, that should be up under his leg, and now I should have two hooks in him. Right now I should have enough. Yeah, he's got like a hole in his nose. I knew it. This guy's got all kinds of problems. He ain't as big as I thought he was. Still a big boy. Hey, if you want to turn and walk that way a little bit, that'd be helpful, to be honest with you. Go ahead, son. Go that way. Go, 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 go. There you go. Thank you, sir. That's all we needed. Look at that. Oh, he's gorgeous. All right, now we can... No, you're not done yet, son. Yeah, he's got a screwed up nose, a screwed up eye. Come on, Venom. Let's go, son. It's just a regular nose, but his regular nose has got a hole going right through it. All right, you're free from that. That's why I pulled him off. A lot of times he gets that hook away from him. I don't want to hook him any more than he has to be hooked. Look at that boy. See that hole in his nose right there? I saw that from the photo across the bank and I thought maybe it was a leaf or something because I couldn't, it was a little blurry. And then this ridge is normal for a Cayman, but his looks super deep, and it is super deep. But from where we were sitting, I guess because it was wet, it looked like he had 2 holes there as well, but it's not. But this jaw is insane. The thickness of this jaw for an animal that's only whatever he is, we'll find out in a minute. It's so thick, it's like really is like a 10-foot alligator. He's trying me right now. This little guy is like, I'm doing all I can to keep my hands on that mouth. But we done everything to catch this dude. We went in the water with him, swam over, we waited, hoping he would swim. We tried to call him over. We tried to lure him over with a remote control vehicle. He wasn't having it. Finally, I made the most unlikely way to catch him is how I caught him. And now I'm taping my thumb there on purpose, because that way when I pull my thumb out, the tape's not so tight around his nose and doesn't cause him to get damage to those jaws. Now he can open it a little bit. Hello, Venom. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Look at that, baby. Now we gotta find you a ride home, because I can't do it. Yeah, 7'6". 7 feet 6 inches. Hi, my boy. He's a good boy. Look at that hole in your nose.
Hey, this thing is recording, okay?
Okay.
You guys look like
All right, I gotta put some stuff away while he's sitting there. While we're waiting for a ride.
Yeah.